Hello, Cancer. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome. If this reading doesn't resonate, you might want to try your other placements. You might want to try your other placements just as added information. So, all right, Cancer. Let's get to it. In the past, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. It looks like you were going through a very painful cycle in the past. Feels very confusing because it's so painful. It also feels like you're trying to understand. It feels like while you're going through this very painful time, it's hard to understand what's going on. Okay, it looks like you were in a connection, some type of relationship with a bad leader, bad boss, someone very controlling, very manipulative. This person, very rigid in how they view things. It's their way or the highway. It feels like, wow, there could have been a third-party person, someone, it feels like a possible affair type of energy or affairs that this person, maybe that's some of the pain and confusion while you were in connection with this person. They were putting other people before you in the relationship. Feels like this connection might have ended with a third party, with the very painful ending. And it feels like the painful ending was purposeful. It feels like this person, people purposely wanted to manifest something very painful for you. And it's like they were done. They want to discard you. And it's like, how can I be mean in subtle ways to get Cancer to let go of this connection? So I don't feel like this person told you, hey, I found someone else. This is the end of this connection. It feels like it was a lot of deception and deceit. That the person you were with had this belief, like, you're the problem, Cancer, and if I could just take you out of the equation and put this person in, then I will have my happiness, I'll have my partner. It feels like a plan. Feels like a plan, and part of the plan was really hurting you, discarding you. And when I'm tuning into this person is very unapologetic while this is happening. They're like married to this plan. They're consciously trying to manifest this, trying to manifest difficulty for you, and they feel justified in their behavior. So, wow. All right, in present energy, Cancer, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. This is, it's difficult to walk away from something that's not emotionally fulfilling. It's like, even though this is emotionally unfulfilling, okay, and then with the Death card, it looks like you've transformed that behavior. It looks like you might have stayed in this connection past its expiration date, even though it was painful, even though this was going on. It feels like what you're realizing in present time is I stay in situations. You might be recognizing that you've got some codependency, some attachment styles that have you clinging on, even when something is, it's like you can tolerate a lot of abuse and a lot of horrible behavior. But I think what you're learning is I don't have to tolerate this type of behavior. I'm transforming that, and I'm starting a new timeline. I'm building a new foundation for me. I'm creating a new life for myself moving forward. Yes, you're learning new ways of being. You're not starting over from scratch. You're starting over from a vantage point of a lot of wisdom because you've transformed a lot. Yeah, this is all about like new beginnings. It looks like you're focusing on work and finances, and it's kind of crossing what you're passionate about, things that get you going. Wow, lots of new page. So this feels like a new way of being. You've transformed, and now it feels like I'm new, I'm fresh, what do I want to create for myself? What am I passionate about? You're definitely walking with the energy of truth and willingness to learn a new way of being. Willing to learn a new way of being. You have lots of options. You're definitely not, it feels like you're not entertaining anything that's not for you, that you're not excited about. And what you're not excited about, I think what's surprising, what might be surprising for some of you is when old triggers, toxic people show up, where in the past you might have matched their energy and attached yourself to this. It looks like there's a lack of interest in that type of behavior. You might be a teacher or teaching, or you might be attracting a teacher. You might be attracting feels like this is being revealed right now. It's coming to light, something hidden, either that you are a leader and it's been kind of hidden and you're stepping into this type of authoritative figure where others look up to you, and or you're attracting someone who is a really good teacher, amazing advice based in wisdom. Wow. All right, Cancer. Let's look at what's hidden this week is the Four of Wands. Wow. Celebration, happiness. It feels like you might be at times like bursting at the seams, like with happiness. And that lets you, I think the more you surround yourself and move towards situations and people that are they're for you, they're matched, they're in the same vibration, then you start letting your guard down, not feeling like you have to be on constant guard. And let's see. Someone is grieving the fact that you've left them behind. Yeah, I feel like you've turn your back on this person, this connection, quite possibly what I've been tuning into. I think they had such big plans in the past. It was a whole thing to consciously manifest pain for you. Very painful. Bringing in someone else into the connection, discarding you, very painful betrayals, and just wanting to replace you, and unapologetic. They feel justified. This feels like a very, very planned out, like it's the perfect plan by this person. And what's hidden is, I think they're seeing you on some level, having joy, feeling joyful, letting your guard down, and now I don't feel like you're in communication with this person, and now they're grieving the connection. Feels like they thought they could just sidestep grieving of this connection in the past and just replace you. I'll just replace you with someone who does work, because you don't work. It doesn't feel like they communicated this with you. It's kind of up in their head what they're planning, what they planned. And instead, you just went within. Feels like you had to pull yourself out of this. Feels like you created a great deal of inner strength by overcoming this. I think part of the plan was you're supposed to be so wounded and incapacitated that you couldn't come back from this. So it would justify. See, Cancer is just useless. But instead you rebounded, and now you're happy and healing and wise. And this person, though, continues to be very immature, emotionally immature, and unapologetic. That's interesting. They're grieving the loss of you now. That's what's hidden. But they also are unapologetic about how they treated you. So, Cancer, the advice for this week is 3 of Cups. Feels like you're having a lot of fun. Feels like you're surrounding yourself with friends. This feels very joyful. Maybe celebrating, getting together. Feels like, feels very joyful. You've got a lot of these cards coming up. The 4 of Wands, the 3 of Cups. Very joyful, celebrative type of energy. Anything else? Any messages for Cancer? Any advice? I think the more time you spend around those who support and love you and celebrate you, the easier it is to overcome the betrayal that you've gone through, the 3 of Swords, the heartbreak. I'm also getting that from this vantage point, you're seeing the heartbreak from a different point of view, because you're not in it. It's not happening right now. Feels like you're looking at it. Feels like you're looking at it. If this hadn't have happened, if this betrayal hadn't have happened, I wouldn't have been able to see this person clearly, and I wouldn't be where I am now, which is very happy and surrounded with friends and having fun. Again, another 3 of Cups. I think you're loved and celebrated. People love spending time with you. It's so nice to not have to strategize. It feels like you had to strategize with the person you were in a connection with, like you strategizing within the connection, not together. You're also focusing on work. Something, and what's happening, what this reading is looking at, this is justice. This is bringing balance back. You were very out of balance in the past, very stuck, accepting of really poor treatment. And now I feel like you've got a perspective, a very different perspective about what happened. And you're inviting in joy and happiness. I think it was really difficult for you to get to where you are now. And it looks like you were having some financial difficulties as well that are now loosening up, that are feels like your finances are flowing in a much better way. And again, this person is coming into the reading, same messages. They're waiting. It feels like they keep waiting for you to return. And there's no communication. And it feels like you've completely let go of this person, of any opportunity. You don't want to co-create with this person anymore. And again, so they're having 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles. They're going through change. They're feeling abandoned and rejected by you. I think this is justice for how they treated you in the past. It feels like they're getting a bit of a taste of their own medicine. So they have an opportunity to recognize, like, oh, this was done to me. I rejected someone. I abandoned someone, and didn't communicate with them. Created a lot of. I just disappeared and discarded them in a very painful way. So how does it feel to have that feeling, to feel abandoned? So wow, big shifts. Feels like a lot of joy and exploring new ways of being. So all right, I hope that's helpful, Cancer. Have a great week.